So the steps on this 2004 Forest River Lexington quit going out. It's just a single step. I've diagnosed, I've traced down everything, and it's the control motor of the brain, and I don't feel like spending a couple $100 fixing that, so I'm going to wire in a reverse polarity relay switch to drive the steps from the inside. So this is what we're going to do. Because I trashed the I'm going to trash that control motor, I just clipped the connector off that goes to this step motor off of the relay switch so that it would fit properly, and then soldered on 2 wires I'm going to run back into the switch, and then and heat shrink those, and I'll show you what we got. So you can see here is where I've disconnected to the starter motor, to the step motor. This connection right here is what we'll be wiring to. I'm disconnecting the whole brain just to eliminate those wires, and I may fix it later on. I've got to do a trip in a day or two, and I want to have a step, and I don't want to spend the money or wait on parts. So here's what will happen. So I use this little flag from Home Depot to go down through the floor, tire the wire on, pull this back up. I had a hole that for my solar panels that had already penetrated. I'll just reseal that hole, and then we're going to come over here, and where this is the on-off switch to the step, I'm going to wire that into a reverse polarity step, and hopefully drive the step from right there in and out, and hopefully solve the problem, at least for a temporary basis, till I get a new controller down the road. So I'm back under here, just basically neatening up the wires. We chase this back in, and next we just wire in the switch, and hopefully the step will go in and out. So the switch on the left is currently the step override switch. It's 3 wires to it, positive, negative, and then the white wire to the controller. I'm going to remove that, abandon the white wire, and then install a reverse polarity switch to drive the steps. I'll kill the power before I do that. And the switch just showed up in perfect timing on Amazon. I think it was like $15 for 2 switches. And here's the switches. Look like authentic Chinese quality. I'm sure they'll last at least a month or so. So I turned off I'm just checking the power with a multimeter just to make sure I don't zap myself. I've turned it off down here. Got the switch out. You just squeeze these little things down and work it out, and the other one should snap in the same way. So it should just be 4 wires. We'll wire this thing up. These are my wires back to the motor. I'll pigtail them in here and put the positive and negative on it, and hopefully it'll work. I was wrong. The white wire ended up being a ground, which took me a few minutes to figure out, but anyway, that's it. White was ground. Okay, so I got a snag. This switch is much bigger than the one I took out, so it's not gonna fit. You can see it's not gonna fit in this little blank cutout, so I gotta figure that out. We'll come up with something. So to address that situation, we put this in the vise and make yourself a bigger hole. It's always easier to go from a smaller hole to a bigger hole than the other way around. And here we have it. And now we're wired in. Let's test it out. Push the bottom, it should extend. Push the top, and it should retract. All right, so that just bypassed the brain and got my step to work. I can always add in the controller later, but at least I got a step that'll go in and out. It's not an ergonomically easy spot when you're inside to reach to extract it, but it's what I had, and it gets us on the road so we can go take a trip, and saved about $200, maybe $250 by wiring it in this way, and it works. So safe travels, everybody. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.